Sofos and welcome to GRTV Australia. We're here filming at Spitaki in Fairfield and enjoying the wonderful aromas of the Greek spit. We've got the charcoal going and we've got amazing warmth here at the Spitaki, which means house. Anyway, today we've got an exciting new program for you, so sit back, relax and enjoy the show. On this week's show, we interview multi-award winning entertainer Tony Pantano. Nick Miselides brings us another instalment of Grtv with a classic music video, and we close the show with a special GRTV kitchen segment from Adelaide called It's All Greek to Me, featuring George from Kalimnos Pastries.
12 months ago, on my way back from Australia, I stopped off at the Sheraton Hotel in Hong Kong, and there I saw the remarkable Tony Pantano. And here is, by a curious chance of fate, tonight going to give us his tribute to Elvis Presley called Hail King Elvis.
Elvis, the king, long live the king.
Our Greek viewers would have actually seen you on the Don Lane show and also in Melbourne tonight.
IMT with Graham Kennedy, Mike Walsh show. We also did the Paul Hogan specials when he was before Crocodile Dundee. Look, Ray Martin. So we've done a lot. I did a lot on Young Talent Time as we were coming up with Johnny Young. As I guess Tina Arena was this high when we first met her.
Oh,
so look, the years. It's been a long apprenticeship.
Yeah.
But I've enjoyed every minute of it. Yeah, it's
great
been
memories.
Good. Oh, great memories.
So what is Tony Pantano doing these days?
These days, once in a while I do a cruise. I still work on for Princess and P&O. They're great. They're great gigs because you've got a captive audience. Everybody's in a good mood. They're on holidays. I only work 2 nights of the week. The rest of the time I'm a passenger. We keep saying on ships, you go on as a passenger and you go off as cargo because it's all you can eat. So they all pig out. But you know what? The cruises are great.
So you're also a and now this is a bit of a tongue twister, so I better be careful how I say it, a multi-Mo Award winner.
Wow, Mo. Well, the Mo Awards, an award actually, it started off in 1975 and it was called the Star Award. Yeah. And late Don Lane said, look, you need something Australiana. And they went through all the different names of people from Tivoli days. And there was a guy called Roy Reen, who was Mo McCackey, was his stage name, and he used to paint himself into, he'd say things like, crikey, it was a comic, but they changed it to the Mo Awards. It was actually, Don Lane was one of the instigators of changing it, and it was 1975. And that year I happened to be in Perth, and I just dropped a few names. I can't remember the top of my names, but it was, Barry Crocker, Don Lane,
yes,
Doug Parkinson, Johnny Farnham, John English, a stack of people, and I was way down the bottom, Tony Pantano, the dark horse of the field. And when I got the nomination, I couldn't believe it. But then to win it, it was there was something else, and basically from then on, it's just it's the business has kept me going through the awards. That's why I work a lot in Sydney. Sydney's still got the big showrooms. We haven't got them in Melbourne, which is a shame, except for the casino. But it's been a long career, and that was 1975. I now own 14 of them.
14. That's impressive. Because as I look around your room, you have these statuettes there, and you have the certificates here. So what are the difference between the two?
Well, they're the ones that I've won, and these are all the nominations that I've had.
Nominations? So how many more nominations altogether?
Well, from 1975 up to last year,
Wow.
I'm still getting nominated, which is fantastic. And it's such an important award for us because it's a peers award. It's not a public award.
Okay.
So other entertainers, musicians and agents, they're the ones that actually nominate you, and it's more of it's a special award.
Obviously you've met people, celebrities, all sorts of interesting, I guess, people from different backgrounds over the years. Do you have any favourite moments that you can remember, or favourite people that stand out in your heart, I guess?
I just mentioned his name before, Tony Bennett.
Yes.
We were in England, 1972. Wow. And went to see Ricky May, who was living over at the time, another one in the musical heaven.
Yeah.
Ricky was a great entertainer. We're good mates, and we went over to see him. He said, we're going to a place called Ronnie Scott's Club. So we went to this club, and there was Thad Jones, Mel Lewis, big band. I'd never heard of him. I wasn't never into jazz, but we looked around the room, and there was Peter Cook and Dudley Moore and his entourage.
Okay.
Glenn Campbell was in the other corner with his entourage, and Tony Bennett walks in, and he just came out from the London Palladium. So Ricky May says, "Oh, look, Rick, let's have a photo taken." And in those days, there was no cameras like this. It was all Polaroids, and they fade out after a while. Anyway, cut a story short, the interval was on. We went to the toilets, Tony Bennett and his musician friends, and I walked in and followed them in, and they were looking around and did our business, washed our hands, and I had to say something. I said, "Oh, I'm Mr. Bennett," and he turned around and he said, "Tony Pantano." And that was my reaction. He said, "I suppose you're wondering how I know your name." I said, "Da. Yeah." He said, 3 months ago I was in Sydney and I was watching a show called Bandstand. He said, "You sang a song that Elvis just revived." He said, "But I recorded it first." And the song was, "I know I'll go from rags to riches." And with that, he put his arm around me and we're walking out of the toilets, and Ricky May said, "What did you say? What did you say?" It's a true story. So that's a story. If I ever write a book, that's going in. It's one of those chapters. Yeah,
exactly.
Tony Bennett, a beautiful man. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for allowing us into your home and having this opportunity to chat with you.
Pleasure, Libby. Pleasure. Great TV. And let's see you at the shows.